So imagine, you just won the love of your life's heart in a basketball game. Now you done got bit by a vampire while pregnant. This is not ideal. Cut to the film. So imagine, you ain't got none in a while, so now you thirsty as hell out in the club and meet a bad one. She like, I know this other spot, and you like, bet. So she take you there, but you walk past a bunch of dead animals and none of this is alarming to you. You probably on drugs. She walk you to the back and the bouncer lets you in and there's some freaky techno music playing. Do 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 do. You walk in and there's joints in there kinda, and then you start getting your night at the Roxbury on. Then she start dancing with a chick in AW, so now you confused. What am I here for? Then blood start dripping from the ceiling. Then the sprinkler go off and you like, wait, this tastes like real blood. That's when you realize they all vampires. She done bought you there as food. How this whole club supposed to eat you? Imagine 30 people on a ham sandwich. Somebody finna fight over you. They start beating you and you start crawling. You look up and it's a black dude that's levered out with the widow's peak. The vampires are shook. Thank God. He start getting his Van Helsing on and they start running. So now imagine, you used to bully Michael Jackson. Now you just bully vampires.
You wanna see who's bad? You wanna see who's bad?
You just pulled up to Vampire Studio 54 to get your kill on, and Vampire Wyatt Russell with his crew, and they can't win. So you stake him to a wall. Sonny D, yeah. So you set him on fire and save this human. Now Vampire Wyatt Russell body ends up in the morgue and this fine ass black doctor gets talked into checking it out. She looking at his teeth with her homie and he wake up and bite dude on the neck. Then he bite her, but then you pull up with the He-Man punch. Then you cut his arm off and he jump out the window and land in the ambulance. Now he look like a cat. You see Shorty all bit up and you pick her up and save her. Then you take her to your lair and have your boy Old Man Dalton try and cure her vampirism. Now you gotta wait and see if it works. Now meanwhile at the vampire meeting, here come the cool vampire that smokes cigarettes looking like Stifler from American Pie. He pull up mad nonchalant and they talking to him in vampire.
Poskani kratko do branku.
See, I can do it too. He like, man, y'all being too nice. We supposed to be ruling the humans, not tiptoeing around them. They don't like him cause he not pure blood. Look at Bumbleclot Vampire. Now you at the corner store buying stuff with your homeboy. You get back to Old Man Dalton's spot and he in there cooking up work. He giving you injections to keep you from going full vampire. You not trying to fully turn cause white people taste bland as hell and you not trying to eat your peoples. It looked like somebody going to town on that thing. Now Shorty see it and run away and Old Man Dalton pulls up and so do you with the disapproving arm fold. So he tell her that y'all hunt vampires and she like, do crosses work? And y'all like, nah, that's a lie created by Christians to sell more crosses. So Old Man Dalton gives you a new weapon and you tell her be careful cause she on the vampire's radar now. Then your homie give her something to fight them with. Now Vampire Stifler get disrespected by old school vampire guy cause he in the vampire archives and he not supposed to be in there playing a puzzle game on a big booty TV. He trying to translate the ancient text and he ignoring the old school vampire so he gets slapped. Dude shouldn't have done that. Then he touch his face lovingly. If I slap you and you touch my cheek with love, then I'm scared. Now you drop Shorty back home in the day and tell her stay dangerous. She get in the elevator and now she shook. She thinks she getting followed but she not. Then she get home and this cop is in her crib. He trying to kill her and she spraying with the garlic thinking he a vampire, but he not. He a vampire groupie. You explain that to her while you whooping his ass. That his master is cool vampire guy, aka Vampire Stifler, and his watch is Fugazi. Old broke ass boy. You a black man literally beating up a cop in the middle of the street and nobody batted an eye at first. Is this an alternate reality? She gets scary and you like, stop acting like a hoe. You scary as hell. You try and leave and she tag along. Y'all wait in the car for Officer D Ryder to run off and lead y'all to the ops, and there he go. Y'all run down and he just out here getting his vampire on all willy-nilly. Y'all find a vampire safe house and you put hands on a weekend iced tea. You walk in and snatch up Officer D Ryder and he tell you where the secret tunnel is. Then you go in the secret elevator and find an archive of information. Meanwhile, Vampire Stifler is translating his ancient vampire puzzle with technology. He trying to be a vampire god. The cop from earlier come to warn him about Blade, then he get murdered for his incompetence. You walk in the room and find my 500-pound afterlife talking to Vampire Stifler on the PC Zoom. You interrogate him for information using a UV light gun. Then you find a pathway to a vampire Bible museum. You get lured away by a little vampire girl with Chun-Li kicks, but you gotta whoop her ass, kid or no kid. Now you getting jumped by vampire Triple H. One of them grabs your sword, but it's booby trapped. Now you getting beat up and he think he got you, but you just stalling. That's when you get saved by old man Dalton. That rhyme. He in the Van Helsing fit. You blow the place up and now y'all getting chased by vampires in the train station. Now you fighting evil vampire Triple H, so you smash him into a moving train, then you grab hold of it and get gone. Then you inject yourself with more of that stuff. Y'all get back to the crib and old man Dalton start telling your business. Your mom's got bit by a vampire when you was a baby. You ain't go full vampire, but you got close. You can be out in the day, but you got vampire strength and thirst. That's what the injections are for, but your body is starting to build immunity to them. Vampire science, y'all. Vampire killed his family and he been mad ever since. Now shorty thinks she know you. You like, I ain't sign up for no therapy. When I find a vampire that bit my mama, I'ma kill him. Meanwhile, Vampire Stifler done kidnapped the vampire council guy and took him to the beach at sunrise. Now, he was acting bougie because he was born a vampire. That don't even make no sense. They put on motorcycle helmets for sun protection and he burned up. Then Stifler pulled back up to the council with dude's vampire teeth. Now they know he mean business. You give your homie a piece of the vampire Bible and homegirl show up with equipment from her lab and she done made a vampire bomb. She like, give me some of your blood so I can make a cure. He start coughing cause he got cancer. F cancer. Turns out homegirl slowly becoming a vampire, so she really need that cure. You outside and vampire Stifler pull up in the daytime with sunblock on. That's stupid. He like, bro, I'm a fan. I'm trying to get like you. You need to stop being cool with these humans and get down with me. You like, man, I know you finna sacrifice your people to be a vampire god. You want to kill him, but he holding the little girl hostage. Then he throw her in skedaddle. You save her and now you annoyed. Now she done figured out how to cure herself and she thinks she could cure you too, but with time. But the vampires done found your lair, so now it's a shootout and they get captured by Stifler and Triple H and them. He beat up Dalton and spit on him. Ooh, the disrespect. You get back and he beat the hell up and bitten. Plus they took shorty. He tell you that Stifler needs your blood to resurrect some vampire god cause you a daywalker. And he tell you to stay away cause it's a trap. Then he off himself so he can't turn into a vampire. You sad now, but you also angry. Stifler left the tape that tells you where to find him, so now you prepping for the smoke. Shorty in the spot talking to Stifler with the diarrhea of a mad black woman face. And she like, you know I know how to cure vampirism, right? For people who was once bitten. And he like, who cares? Cause we finna bite everybody. But you pull up and you is not playing around. You fighting the long hair don't care twins and hitting them with the vampire explosives homegirl gave you. You walk into an all-white room and your mama there. It's annihilating. Good God. And she just finished playing a full court game. She distracts you and you get tasered cause your mama's a op and Stifler's the one who turned her. Now you and Shorty in the basement, then they take you to this freaky ass temple and he bring the vampire council there. Then Triple H hoe ass punch you cause you can't fight back. Stifler takes your sword but the booby trap ain't booby trapping. He throw your vampire bombs away and your vampire thirst is getting mighty unbearable. They throw Shorty in some hole with an old friend from the job. He not even a vampire. He done turned into a zombie. Ugh. She ain't no sucker though, so she deal with him and climb out. Now your mama helps the ops put you in some blood draining contraption. She like, baby, I'm a big old vampire freak and have been for some time. Mom, gross. Plus I play ball. Now they're draining your blood for the ritual and Mila Novovich is there with the greasy hair talking smack to the council. Shorty come save you and you drink her blood for strength. Tastes like cocoa butter. So they sacrificed the vampire council and now they getting forced lightning and you back in fighting shape, fighting your mama. She think you won't kill her, but it's not a problem cause you low-key doing her a favor. Her breath stinks something crazy. It smell like she got a naked caveman on her tongue. Meanwhile, Vampire Stifler becomes a vampire god. You pull up and finish Triple H and then you catch your shades and that cue the techno music. Down, bam, 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 down, bam, 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 bam. Get out my face, fool. Look at that super stomp out. Shorty killed Vampire Madonna and this is the original hallway scene. Then you get your sword back and you and homeboy fit in a fight and you cut him in half and he pull himself back together with the power of bad CGI. He unbeatable and he doing anime moves. So he whooping your ass so you use the vampire blood bombs to overload his bum ass while he getting his crouching tiger hidden dragon on. Then he explode. Party done. That was way too easy. But right on, brother. You leave and tell Shorty F a cure. Just upgrade my injections. Then you go vampire hunting in Russia. Vacation time. Bow ba da ba da bow 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 ba da ba da bow 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 ba da ba da bow bow bow.